Where'd you go after the game Saturday night? What was your night like?
I went straight home. I was exhausted, and I think I'm still a little delirious. I didn't, it was hard to really process what had just happened. I think for a lot of us, just the emotions and everything that had happened. But I had to get home and lay it down and, kind of wind down from everything that had just happened.
So let's talk about the everything that had just happened. When the game starts with back-to-back interceptions, and that's the way Trevor Lawrence's career starts, with back-to-back interceptions, and then a third one came and a fourth one came. Did you go up to him? Did you chit-chat with him at any point in time about this, Christian?
I mean, I don't think we talked specifically about, the interceptions, but, more just positive reinforcement. Just everybody, letting everybody know that, we still believe in one another. There's nothing negative that, came from anybody on the offense or defensive side of the ball. And, just told them to take it one play at a time and just, don't forget to have fun in these type of moments. Obviously with these games and what's all on the line, some of that energy and emotion can kind of get pent up. And, you just forget to go out there and just play free and have fun. And so just told him to go out there, have fun, and just play his style of football. And, we were able to do that in the second half and turn things around. Before
we get to that turnaround, though, so was there, again, just watching him try and navigate this thing, and I'll be honest, at some point I thought, does he need to come out of the game for a bit? And that moment happened when you were wide open on a third down on a throw that I think Lawrence could make in his sleep and probably did when he was a 5-year-old, and he threw it behind you, Christian, and I'm wondering what you were thinking at that moment. In that game.
It's definitely a tough play for us, especially, we felt like we had an opportunity there to finally get some things rolling, got in a third and manageable situation. And, we missed the play, and, that happens. And obviously it was disappointing, at the time, because it kind of just felt like, nothing could go our way. We had dug ourselves in such a big hole, and it just, early in that first half, it just felt like one of those nights where, nothing was going to go our way. And I think, that definitely was a point to where we had to really make a decision of, are we going to turn this thing around? Are we going to believe, or are we going to, just pack it in and try to, end this thing and try to get some type of momentum. But like I said, nobody blinked, came back to the sideline. And one thing, I love about Trevor is, he's never afraid to, be accountable for mistakes. And, he said, that's a throw that I need to make. That's on me. And, we're okay. We'll get back right. And I'm not sure. I think it was, that next series we went down there and we were able to score before halftime, and that kind of, turned things around for us.
What was it like in the locker room after that score? It's 27-7, right? I mean, you actually got points on the board. Something positive had happened. What was the locker room like halftime?
Yeah, it was positive. We had 3 other games, if I'm not mistaken, earlier in the season where we had, faced deficits, that were pretty similar. Down 17, down 20, down 10, and spots where, maybe it looked a little improbable of coming back. And, we knew with our defense coming out, taking the field that, hey, defense, you go out there and get a stop. Offense, it's imperative that we score, put some points on the board, and we can turn this thing around and get some momentum. And defense did just that. And, once that happens and, we're able to go and score, there's no, disbelief in our minds that, we're not going to be able to get back into this game. We're just able to, talk about what we need to do and go out there and execute it and take it one play at a time. And, there was a lot of belief, and that's all it was in the locker room, was just reinforcement that, hey, we've been in this moment before. Let's go out there, do the same thing we've done in the past, band together, and just take it one play at a time.
And so when you were talking about this in the locker room and then you needed to execute it and you're beginning to execute it, at what point did the belief begin to become rampant on the sideline, Christian?
Well, I think definitely, one of the big scores was, the long pass to Zay. I think we were able to close the gap to 14 at that point. Defense was, getting some stops. And once they get going, start pressuring the quarterback, and, they're stopping the run and they're having success, offensively, we're on the sideline saying, hey, we're going to get this ball back. Jamal Agnew giving us a spark too, giving us some great field position as well. And so when things start coming together a little bit and, we're able to kind of start closing the gap and, you look at the clock and you say, hey, we got some time here. We're able to put this thing together. For us, it's just a sense of urgency to, go out and do it. And, I think that's the big thing is we've done it so many times this season that it's just going back to what we know and just believing in one another and just having that confidence. And, the confidence really, kind of sparked in those moments.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.